The U.S. President Donald Trump said Iran is in big trouble as protests spread across the country. Almost all the 31 provinces that has targeted of this protest. It indicates the U.S. is closely monitoring developments and warning Iranian authorities against using lethal force. As far as I know, for the last 2 to 3 days, the nation has been observing a quiet internet shutdown. And as hospitals are piling up bodies, almost over 100 people have lost their lives in these protests, which have targeted government facilities and buildings all throughout Iran. I want to bring John Dalton's attention. Sir, as you were observing my opening, and not only so, over the weekend you've been seeing how Iran is being shaken by these protests. I know that in 1979, the revolutionary government, Islamic revolution happened and the Ayatollahs came into power. Today, the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, is given such sermons in which he's saying that there are some in his own nation that are appeasing or trying to please US President Donald Trump, and so the rhetoric goes on. I want to understand how you felt and what is your take on this matter.
Well, I think it's, Iran has been destabilized for quite a long time now. I mean, if you go all the way back for the initial revolution, when the United States intervened and took Mossadegh's life, it goes back that far. But the current situation is really all about the squeeze that the United States has put on economically over consistently on oil prices, on driving up inflation, on currency manipulation. And so the government is in very, very unstable ground. And you have to distinguish between Khamenei and the elected government, or the government that's in power, the president and everything else about that. No question that they are unstable, but I think threatening to intervene on behalf of a work slowdown and a riot and closing businesses should not be American foreign policy. I think that let the cards fall where they may, let them settle in. But this constant rhetoric of threatening countries to follow me and obey my rule or there will be problems does not take us very, very far. And I think it's a misuse of American power. We have intervened in enough places recently to learn our lesson. But, we're doing the dirty work by saying that. We're doing the dirty work of Israel. We've become Israel's poodle with respect to Iran. And it's embarrassing. So I hope that cooler heads prevail. I hope the government, and forget about the supreme leader, and I hope the government is able to somehow get control of the situation, convince people to slow down, go back to work, go back to university. But as you see, they will respond. Violence will meet violence in Iran.